All right, guys, welcome in, welcome in. This is the very first episode of Logged In, where this is going to be a new little segment where, I wanted to do a different kind of style of content, kind of shaped around like some BTS stuff and, more in that POV kind of style of, just what I do in a day, or maybe even just like day in the life of a drummer or a drum teacher. But this is the very first episode, and I kind of just want to like take you guys through a couple things in this video. I'll be kind of narrating and commenting on, different things like what I'm doing in this moment, or maybe what I was thinking in this moment, and just kind of like reflecting and breaking down maybe some other key aspects, just to give you guys a little bit more insight and have a little bit more of a transparent style of content, which I think would be pretty sick. So let's get started. As you can see, I'm riding around on this little device and this little device is called a V11. It's by a company called InMotion. It's essentially an electric unicycle. And I know some people think that's probably really freaking dumb, but I'm not gonna lie, this thing is freaking sick. Super sick, super dope. It's like my main commuter right now. I ride this as much as I can when the weather permits, to the studio and back when I have a lesson. And right now the lessons I've been booking Tuesday through Friday. I'm up to about 10 students, so this is just like a great way to get out of the house and just kind of like calm the mind. And honestly, it's just like really dope, and it's just really fun to like cruise around on. So you're gonna see me on this little thing. You're gonna see me on this little V11 a lot of the time, and I might end up even doing some more kind of stuff like this, to where like some night rides I think would be cool. That'll probably live like on another channel entirely, because it won't be exactly drum related, but who knows. Like, let me know, throw something down in the comments if that's something you'd be interested in. But nonetheless, I wanted to like integrate this super dope little thing. But yeah, so this part was I remember this part was kind of annoying because I had this lady on a bike in front of me, and I totally get it. She's not like cruising like 20-30 miles an hour like I'm doing on this thing, but I was like, dang man, like I wish I could just kind of go around. But patience is a big thing, especially as a drum teacher. Like, that's one of the most important things to have while you're teaching, and just to keep in mind, like with your students. Patience. But yeah, so today was actually like really nice. The past few days have been a little windy, and on this thing, on the V11, when it's kind of windy, you'll get like these speed wobbles, and it really kind of sucks because it'll like catch you off, and then you'll feel like it wants to crash. But yeah, so the wind kind of sucks, and you can actually like hear it right now too, a little bit. It was picking up a little bit going through this trail right here. But yeah, I love this thing. I'm not doing it now. There's a clip of it towards the end to where I like transition from this like standing position to like sitting down, which is like really cool. It's also really hard to do, but like I found out, especially when it gets windy, to maintain like any sense of stability, sitting down really helps. Because it essentially just lowers like your center of mass, like your center of gravity, and then ends up just being like a really comfortable kind of like seated ride, essentially. So you'll see that like towards the end. But anyways, so that's like the cool part of the trail. I guess the most chill part of the trail, at least like me riding this thing, like my awareness, because now it's like all street to the studio, and the studio, it's only like a 12-minute ride, but I would prefer to go on like trails. And I actually used to, the first couple times, this sidewalk that you see on the right, I used to just ride on that until I ran into like a couple different scenarios to where people were walking their dogs, and that got really sketchy really quick because the dogs just freak the hell out whenever they see this thing. And I have a helmet on and I'm all teched out in all black, so they probably think like I'm an alien or some other creature, and they just don't know what to think of me. And I've been chased by a couple dogs and a couple of other things, so I just kind of stick to the bike lane right now. And you'll see me too here, if you've already noticed, like me keep checking my wrist, where like my phone, I have like a phone mount, and I keep checking it because like right here I'm doing it because I have a camera that I kind of like rigged up. It's like a wireless Wi-Fi camera that I have on the back of this thing to essentially like give me some kind of like rear view mirror like as I'm riding. Because one thing that's really hard, if you've ever like ridden like a motorcycle or something with a helmet, your blind spots are kind of cut off. So this really helps, so I don't have to like turn all the way around and compromise like what I'm doing actually on the V11. I can just like swoop down and just like check real quick, like, yo, like, is there somebody behind me? So that's actually been like really nice. And I've done a couple other little mods to this thing, which they're probably just too nerdy for this channel, to be honest, but I think they're pretty sick. So at this point, I'm almost to the studio. This is like the tail end of the trip, and usually at this point I kind of like just start thinking of like the lesson and prepping for the lesson. This time I was actually kind of late, not late to the lesson, but I usually try to get to my lessons to the studio like an hour before. Like, so this one was from 12 to 1. So on a typical day I would get there at like 11, like an hour early, just to like warm up and kind of like honestly just shed and jam out before my student gets there. But this time I think I got there like 15 minutes early, so I just had enough time really just to like turn on my lights and like really get like the stuff ready. I already had the lesson planned and I already knew what we were doing, which is really good. Any kind of teachers out there, drum teachers, whatever instructors, if you don't have your lessons planned out, reevaluate, bro. It's like, that's like one of the biggest things. Like, have a goal and have like intent and have like a mission kind of already like planned out, ready for your student to execute, but for you to execute too, and like lead and facilitate. Because otherwise your lesson is going to go to shit. Especially like, so for me, I have two different packages. I have like a 30-minute and then I have an hour. Most of my students are on the hour, but if you're teaching somebody for an hour long and you don't have anything planned, it only takes like 5-10 minutes in of you asking, okay, cool, like, what do you want to work on today? And you get a blank stare saying, I don't know. And then you have 50 minutes to come up with something, which, I've definitely done in the past, and I think I'm definitely better at it now. But just having something planned anyway, like having something on the back burner, I think is like really crucial and really important. But yeah, so anyways, I'm almost at my studio now. And in case you guys don't know, I acquired this dope little studio spot from this building, that I was the church drummer for about a year. And I ended up taking one of the rooms and renting it out and renovating like the whole freaking thing. I'm talking, I had so much work done in there, and a lot of work done by me, like as far as like painting the whole thing and new carpet and like electrical work, and it's a whole vibe, it's a whole aesthetic. I have a whole video on that on my channel that you guys should definitely check out. I'll post it somewhere up here, maybe like a title card or in the description. But here is the building as I'm rolling up. This is actually a Sunday, so like they actually had service, and service was going on right at this point. So like I rolled up, and this guy always dresses Superfly, this dude right here. But yeah, I like rolled up and I had some strange looks because I don't think they're used to seeing me roll in like this. You guys can't see, but I have like complete gear on, like pads. I have these like sick little tech pants that have like these knee pads built in. obviously a helmet, like my gloves. But yeah, so I come in. So this is what I typically do. You just saw me turn on the breakers. That goes to my studio. That's like the main lights in here. And then right here is where all the magic happens. This is my area. This is my little spot. So I remember that this song that's playing right here is a really good song. I think it's called Holy Ground. I used to love playing that song. It's such a vibe. I used to love playing that song. Little custom latch there. You guys peep it. You guys peep it. All right, so we are in my studio now. Look at that new carpet. Look at that fresh carpet. Come on. All right, I'm turning on these lights. These lights are so sick. You guys can't even see it here, but I have them all on wireless switches. So I just come in and pop them on. And then we are at the studio. So now I like took all this stuff off. I have to like unload all my gear and set up for the student. This is me after like I set up, and usually I put on these lo-fi beats like this, you know, just on like YouTube to catch a vibe, and then often I'll play to it too, just to kind of warm up before the student gets here. So I think you'll see a little clip of that like right around here. And of course I waited till the music was done. So I'm just jamming out to essentially nothing. I'm not even playing to the music here. I was just doing, yeah, just a short little run. But anyway, fast forward. So this is me outside. My student just got here, like warming up my hands. Hey. Nice. He's such a cool dude. His name is Lincoln. What's up, man? What's up? How's it going? Sunday? Good. Sunday. Yeah. What's up? Hey, what's up? All right, you ready to, let's get you warmed up. Want to definitely, what you feeling? You want to do a song? So this is kind of where I have them. So every lesson, they kind of go the same, like format wise, but I always have them start with a warm up. And the warm up either consists of playing to music, or just like an open solo for like, yeah, like right now I'm putting a timer on for 2 minutes. Usually like 2 or 3 minutes. Even sometimes like 1 minute, but it really just gets the student like warmed up. It gets the blood flowing, the limbs loose, but also it gives them practice. Like literally every lesson is a mini practice or performance of just getting them used to playing in front of, you know, another person, and not even another person, but another drummer. Like, you know, playing in front of another drummer can be really intimidating. So I make sure to like, you know, instill that in them, and just they don't, if they know it or not, they're getting comfortable doing it. So this is him like just jamming out. He decided to do the same lo-fi beats that I was just playing before, which was super sick. I like to go up here, this little area, because the sound is amazing right here. It's crazy how the drum set sounds like from the listener perspective right in this area on the second row. It's almost like the drum set is mic'd up. It's like really insane. It's really hard to translate through this too, and the audio doesn't pick it up at all, but it sounds really good, especially like the low end and the toms. But he's doing his thing. Like you can hear him, he's catching his vibe. Like he loves the stack stuff. Lincoln is such like a creative drummer, and he's only been playing like less than a year. He didn't even know how to play drums. He was very new, like brand new actually. He was brand new. So this journey has been really cool to see. The 2 minutes is up, and then we get into the main lesson. And as you guys are gonna see, I had a plan for the lesson, but I actually changed it kind of on the spot, which you'll see here. The stack. I need to replace this stack, man. Like this was part of my Byzance splash, and it's all cracked up. I need an actual new one. All right, let's get you logged in. Was this the 53rd lesson, probably 52nd, 53rd, 52nd? We up there. Yeah, I think this was the 53rd lesson. We just had his 50th lesson.
I think we had one.
And something I do really cool for the students on their 25th lesson, on their 50th lesson, and then their 100th lesson, and then on, they get something really dope. Lincoln, actually for his 50th lesson, which we just did like last month, I got him brand new cymbals, guys. And I also gave him, I had only used them twice, but I had 14-inch Zildjian A Custom Master Sound hats, which are like $500 hats. And I gave it to him for his 50th lesson, and also with some Wuhan cymbals and a brand new stick bag. So he was so excited. It was a super dope moment.
And that snap is really what you want to. Yeah, exactly. That's how you know you're doing it right. When it bounces back and it's just controlling.
So right here, I'm going over what we did last lesson. We worked on a lot of his doubles. He wanted to improve his doubles. So I'm kind of just showing him like push-pull stuff and like using more fingers and like snap.
So the drum is helping you, right? The drum is like helping you.
It's a nugget right here.
Yeah, that's like the biggest thing. Like there's a balance, especially when you play really hard and fast, to where you're doing the work, but the drum is doing a lot of the work for you, and it's kind of like a dance anyway.
That part was stupid. I don't know why I said dance.
But
yeah, the rebound, like having the drum help you is super important. Like not having you just do all the work.
Rudiment wise,
finding the in between.
Have I ever shown you the 6-stroke roll? I think we did. Maybe we just never went over it.
And then this is where I switched the lesson to kind of like a new thing, because I wanted to really get this concept in, and then some other stuff after it.
All right, so
get you guys a whiteboard. If you guys are instructors, drum teachers, if you don't have a board in your room, you need it.
You're just leading it backwards.
It helps so much. Yeah, and I think Lincoln, this dude is ambidextrous because he leads a lot with his left. And he doesn't notice it. But he's a sick drummer either way.
And then crash out. Yeah.
Going into his triplet stuff, or his 6/8, however you want to feel it. So I think we work on here just paradiddle diddle. We shifted. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I asked him what other 6-note phrases did he know, and I'm trying to.
You know what subdivision?
Here we go, right here.
Not this one, but the paradiddle diddle in. Dabba 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 ba ba ba. That ba 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 is a different subdivision than the other one.
16 triplets.
Yes.
Yeah,
and
there
then
you go.
what is? Yeah, and just try to move that right maybe for now. So it'll be like. Crash. There's only one. You're putting like a space. Try instead of like da da da. Go 1E and a 2E, or triple da 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 da.
This is super common right here for
yeah.
Like learning a new rudiment, like making sure the phrasings are even, the spaces are even in between them. Not having like a space or like a gallop and they're like ba 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 ba. Yeah. And then having them switch between them right here.
Good. Sick. All right. Yeah. 4E and a still 6. Yeah. Now try it slower. Try it slower, but try counting it. 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a pop pop.
So now we're going into the 16th note grid, like really trying to feel the phrase, almost like a dotted note, to where like since it's 6 going into a 4, a 16th note's a 6-note grouping. Yeah, and I'm talking about it right here. Bop, 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 bop. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, bop, and 4. Yeah, so it's like on the and every other one.
Just a dotted quarter note. Just a dotted note. You're just playing on the and every other one.
So that's super helpful. If you guys are like if you guys are relatively newer to drums or in the beginning to intermediate phase, this is like really helpful. Like just counting it out while you do it. So he's like counting it in his head, but try to count it out loud.
20 and a 3 and a da 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 da. Yeah. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Da ba da ba da ba da ba da ba 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 ba. 2, 3, 4. Da 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 da.
Yeah, there it is.
2, 3, 4. 1.
It's crazy how he didn't even know how to play drums less than a year ago.
Yeah, good. That was it.
So notice right here, he came out on the left.
Now without me counting out loud.
So I'm peeping this. I peeped it right here, but I didn't bring it up until he did the second time right here.
Yeah.
So watch.
Okay, one thing though, you're coming off. I want to see why you're coming off on your left. Yeah, I don't know. Right?
And he was doing a paradiddle
So yeah, try that.
instead of the singles at the end, which was really interesting. So he's going right, left, right, right.
And
So
then back to
he's
groove.
coming out on the
Yeah.
left. So I showed him, like, you could totally do that, right? Like, that was like, actually, that's a sick variation, like a permutation of it. And now just switching between, like, so that from the singles coming out on the right and then ending with the paradiddle, because you're already in paradiddle land,
Whichever variation, just switch them.
and then ending on the left.
Yeah.
Yep.
Good.
So that was the left. And then I had
Clean
him,
one coming off on the right hand. So with the singles.
and I had him film these himself. Yeah, there it
that's
is.
what I'm talking about.
Sounds good.
Nice.
But yeah, I always have the students like film themselves
You
too.
sound clean,
Like
too.
after
Like,
they
you see how
figure out
your
something like
spacing is
this,
really
like he
clean,
figured
too?
that out himself,
You're not,
like coming out
rushing and dragging.
on the left, and I just like helped him understand what he was doing. I think that was like the important thing in making him film it so he didn't forget it, and he has like an album of like his own little Lincoln chops, you know. So that was super cool. Oh, and then he did this. So we went. This was so sick, man.
That could literally be over there too.
He's orchestrating it, and I just told him, okay, like we have this pattern. This is what we're gonna be working on. Now try to orchestrate it. Like, how can we
All right,
make it
but
different?
let me
And
stop
this
you.
is his
Before you
own.
Go into another variation. Yeah, solidify this one. So now try that.
Yeah, he was trying to go into another one, but this was a super sick orchestration that he made up himself. So now I'm just having him like work it out before he films this one and logs it in for himself.
Slow it. Yep.
The way he's orchestrating this right here, like with the right on the high tom and crossing over with the left on the medium tom. First of all, that's so hard to do, like, but the point that he thought of this, and he's such a new drummer, like, blew my mind. I was like, dude, you don't realize how hard and how, first of all, creative this thought process is that you're already doing, but how hard this lick is too. I was like, dude, I'm gonna steal this lick.
Yeah.
That crossover.
Wizardly orchestrations over here.
That
Yeah, what
crossover
you're
is
doing
so
really
sick,
cool.
man.
It's really creative. A lot of people do it like that. And now try to come out on the crash. Try to come out on the crash. Da 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 da. Right. Right. Crash.
Try to have him in the phrase. I think he ended up like looping the phrase too, which I didn't even tell him to do. This might be like in a different clip, but like he figured out how to loop it, which was so sick.
And now on this one,
Yes, sir.
real quick, try it slow. I want you to try
Slow and steady.
Like this, listen.
Slow and steady, guys.
Ba, 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 boo.
Ba,
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 boo,
boo.
boo. Ba, 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 ba.
Yep. Always slow it down. You gotta slow it down. See?
how you
So
did
see
it?
how he nailed it
So
right here?
it's speed. You know how to do it. It's just you're putting the speed. That's what's getting in the way. So go slow and then slowly ramp it up. Yeah.
Again,
got
this
it. You
orchestration
know it.
is so hard, man. The fact that he even thought of this and he's trying to execute it is like really freaking dope. And it's actually funny because like we ended up just working on this the rest of the lesson. I wanted to go into like some different music styles and stuff, but that
will bridge.
might have to be the next lesson, next time I see him. Being flexible within the lesson too is really important if you guys are like teachers or instructors. Like the plan that you have is really good to have, especially as a fallback and like having a structure. But I kind of told him too in this lesson, like if I'm seeing progress and I'm seeing an opportunity of growth somewhere else, I'm not going to just stop that and halt it because I had a different plan for the day. I'm actually going to like take that and kind of like run with it and really try to like see if I can like really push them and push the student and his creativity and, you know, not halting the progress. So
let's get you a shot.
So this is the very end of the lesson.
It's his first lesson ever.
At the very end of the lessons, I have them all make this shot. For the hour-long students, they have to make a shot before they leave. And I know it seems stupid, but yeah, there's a lot of conceptual stuff that I do. There's a lot of hidden messages in it too. Just the fact that, you know, we've all heard you miss every shot you don't take, obviously. But really, it's about just not giving up too. Like obviously, like you see him right here. It takes a while. Like this this freaking basketball goal I put up, like I don't know how many feet this is. It's probably like 15 feet up.
They don't make as much money, yeah.
But yeah, it's like they have to make a shot. I had a student last week, and I was actually saying it just before this, but it was his first lesson ever, and he made it first try. He made the shot like first try. It went in like right away. I was like, dude, what the? I was like, are you an NBA player or something? We got the shot. So we got the shot. We got the shot. It was such a beautiful day out. Coming out of the studio though is always a shock, like to your eyes. It's like always so bright because it's I have the studio so darkly lit. And yeah, but yeah, so that was today. That was today's lesson. I only had one lesson today. Yeah, I'm back on my V11 on the way back home. The way back home is always kind of harder because I don't know why. I think it's because there's a little bit more traffic on this side of the street. But I always have to like watch more. So like you see me definitely checking my little phone, like my rear view camera setup that I have on my phone that's pulled up through the app. But yeah, I like keep checking it because like these cars go crazy too, like behind me. But yeah, so like this lesson was super sick. And honestly, like I want to definitely do more stuff like this. This was the first lesson that I had actually done this, that I actually filmed. This is actually, I didn't even note it in the beginning, but I just got the new Insta360 Ace Pro. It's like a little action cam. It's almost like a GoPro, but it's a lot better quality, I think, especially in low light. Like I think that's the main reason I got it, because my studio, I was noticing in the video, like there was definitely some like blown out stuff and some balloony looking stuff that I wasn't really too happy with. But it has this mode called the pure video mode, and I've been pretty happy with it. Obviously, like this was only, I think, the third or fourth time I filmed with it. Like I just got this thing, so I'm still learning it, and I still gotta like dial in settings. But yeah, this was like my first time ever filming an actual lesson, like POV style. I told Lincoln, I was like, hey man, you're the guinea pig for this stuff. But honestly, I think this is pretty cool. Like I think this style of content will be super beneficial and valuable to you guys, and just give you guys like a behind the scenes kind of like feel, and you know, like a POV kind of style, which I've kind of been wanting to do. I just didn't know how to do it. And honestly, I still don't think I know how to do it. And it's probably going to get heavily refined after this. Or maybe it won't. I don't know. Like, we'll see. So really, honestly, guys, like, the feedback, it would be super, it is super important. So let me know down in the comments if this is something that you guys would want to see more of. First of all, if you guys stuck around this long, you freaking rock. Like, that's so freaking sick that you even listened this far in to catch this part of the video, the very tail end. So if you guys are still here, I really appreciate it. Hopefully you'll see more of this style of content. I would love to do more of this and make it more of like a consistent thing. So be on the lookout for more of this stuff. This was Logged In episode 1. Oh, this part right here, I'll note real quick. Those dogs, I was so like nervous right here because the dog was off the leash and I thought it was gonna start chasing me. So luckily it didn't. But anyways, I cut the camera off right around here. Appreciate you guys for checking it out. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.